Welcome to Who Immortal Today, where fame meets time and transformation takes center stage. Today we're honoring 10 notable celebrity deaths in May 2025, from TV legends and rock icons to sports heroes who left a lasting mark. These aren't just farewells, they're stories of evolution. From Hollywood heartthrobs to music trailblazers, some aged with grace, others transformed beyond recognition. Get ready for stunning before and after moments, untold stories behind the fame, and a few twists that may just leave you speechless. News 1. Chris Robinson, 1939-2025, was a prolific American actor whose career spanned more than 6 decades and over 100 film and television appearances. Best remembered for his iconic roles in daytime soap operas such as General Hospital and The Bold and the Beautiful, Robinson left an enduring legacy in the world of entertainment. Born on November 5, 1939 in West Palm Beach, Florida, Robinson grew up with a strong sense of independence and a fascination with the performing arts. He began his career in the late 1950s, during the golden age of television, when the industry was expanding rapidly and new faces were constantly in demand. His early roles were in westerns and action-packed dramas, often portraying brooding or rugged characters. His big break came in 1978 when he was cast as Dr. Rick Webber on General Hospital. Robinson's portrayal of the compassionate yet conflicted physician became a central figure in the show's dramatic storylines. His chemistry with fellow cast members and ability to portray emotional depth resonated with millions of viewers, making him a beloved staple of daytime television. He remained a fan favorite for years and returned to the role multiple times across different decades, solidifying his place in the show's history. Robinson later transitioned to The Bold and the Beautiful, where he played Jack Hamilton, a suave publishing executive. His performances continued to draw praise, and he maintained a steady presence in the soap opera world throughout the 1990s and into the early 2000s. Beyond soap operas, Robinson worked consistently in film and television, appearing in shows like 12 O'Clock High, The Invaders, and The FBI, as well as movies including Charo, 1969, alongside Elvis Presley, and Stanley, 1972, a cult horror favorite. His versatility allowed him to shift between genres: drama, horror, westerns, and thrillers with ease, though it was his television work that cemented his star status. In addition to his screen work, Robinson faced challenges off-camera, including legal and financial troubles. However, he remained committed to his craft and was respected for his resilience and professionalism. He continued to take on roles well into his 80s, with his final screen appearance occurring in 2022. In his personal life, Robinson sought a peaceful existence away from the Hollywood spotlight. He eventually settled on a ranch near Sedona, Arizona, where he enjoyed the serenity of nature and the quiet beauty of the desert landscape. Friends and colleagues often described him as introspective, deeply thoughtful, and appreciative of life's simpler moments. Chris Robinson passed away on June 9, 2025 at the age of 86 due to heart failure at his Arizona home. He is survived by his family, friends, and a vast body of work that continues to entertain and inspire. His contribution to American television, especially the golden era of soap operas, remains significant. For fans and fellow actors alike, Chris Robinson will be remembered not only for his talent and on-screen presence, but for his enduring passion for storytelling that defined his life and career. News 2. Billy Williams, 1929-2025, was an Oscar-winning English cinematographer whose work behind the camera helped shape some of the most visually stunning films of the 20th century. Known for his masterful use of light and composition, Williams was celebrated for his ability to create both sweeping cinematic grandeur and intimate visual storytelling. Born on June 3, 1929 in London, England, Williams began his career in the post-war era, working as a camera assistant for the British film industry. He gained early experience shooting documentaries for the Ministry of Defense, a background that helped him develop a sharp eye for natural light and visual realism. His early film credits include a range of British features throughout the 1960s and 1970s, eventually bringing him international acclaim. Williams reached the peak of his career with the 1982 epic Gandhi, directed by Richard Attenborough. His breathtaking cinematography, particularly the iconic funeral scene involving hundreds of thousands of extras, earned him the Academy Award for Best Cinematography in 1983. His work on the film remains a benchmark for historical epics and is still studied by cinematographers today. Other notable credits in his career include Women in Love, 1969, The Wind and the Lion, 1975, and On Golden Pond, 1981, showcasing his versatility across genres and styles. His ability to adapt his visual style to the emotional core of a story made him a trusted collaborator among top-tier directors. In 1999, Williams was appointed an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, OBE, for his services to the film industry. He later retired and dedicated time to mentoring young filmmakers. Billy Williams passed away on May 22, 2025, at the age of 95. He is remembered as a visionary artist who helped define modern cinematography and left a legacy of timeless imagery. News 3. Gary Pearce, 1950-2025, was an English footballer whose contributions to the sport spanned a notable career in the 1970s and early 1980s. Best known for his time at Wolverhampton Wanderers, Barnsley, and Blackpool, Pearce made a significant mark in English football with his commitment, skill, and resilience on the field. Born on January 15, 1950 in England, Pearce's football journey began in his youth, where his talent was quickly recognized by scouts. He joined Wolverhampton Wanderers in 1967, where he made his professional debut as a midfielder. Over the course of his early career, Pearce became known for his reliable performance, ability to read the game, and knack for providing key assists. His time at Wolves was integral in shaping the team's success during the late 1960s and early 1970s. After leaving Wolves, Pearce went on to play for Barnsley and later Blackpool, continuing to make valuable contributions. His versatility and steady presence in the midfield helped both teams during crucial league matches. Pearce was also admired for his leadership qualities, often being a calming influence in high-pressure situations. Although not a household name like some of his contemporaries, Pearce's dedication and ability to elevate those around him made him a respected figure in English football circles. His contributions were integral to the successes of his teams, and his work ethic and passion for the game earned him the admiration of fans and fellow players alike. Gary Pearce passed away on May 24, 2025, at the age of 74. His legacy lives on through the clubs he played for and the players he inspired, and he will be remembered as a respected professional and an important part of the footballing community. News 4. Lars Lindén, 1971-2025, was a highly respected Swedish musician and the bassist of the heavy metal band Carnal Forge. Known for his fierce playing style and dedication to the metal genre, Lindén's contribution to Swedish heavy metal was profound, helping to shape the sound of one of the country's most renowned thrash death bands. Born on January 21, 1971 in Sweden, Lindén's love for music began at an early age. He was particularly drawn to the aggressive energy of heavy metal, and by his teenage years, he had begun playing bass, quickly becoming immersed in the genre. His early musical influences included bands like Slayer, Metallica, and Death, whose blend of thrash and death metal shaped his distinctive sound. Lindén joined Carnal Forge in the mid-1990s, at a time when the Swedish metal scene was experiencing a resurgence. The band, formed in 1997, was a fusion of thrash and death metal, and Lindén's bass playing immediately became an integral part of their dynamic. He helped solidify Carnal Forge's identity with his rapid, aggressive bass lines that were as technical as they were intense. His ability to craft thunderous, tight grooves while maintaining the band's high-speed, high-energy sound earned him admiration among fans and fellow musicians alike. The band's breakthrough came in 2000 with the release of The More You Suffer, which gained international acclaim. Lindén's bass work on tracks like The More You Suffer and Rising of the Phoenix showcased his technical skill and ability to drive the band's chaotic and visceral sound. Carnal Forge continued to gain momentum with albums like Please, Die, 2002, and Stronger Than You, 2004, which were met with critical praise in the metal community. Lindén's ferocity on the bass made him a defining presence in the band's live performances, and his work helped solidify Carnal Forge as a mainstay of Sweden's metal scene. Despite his success, Lindén was a private individual, known for his quiet, dedicated approach to both music and life. He remained passionate about the underground metal community and continued to support it throughout his career, mentoring younger bands and encouraging the preservation of metal's raw, authentic spirit. Lars Lindén's life and career were tragically cut short when he passed away on May 4, 2025, after a battle with colon cancer. He was 54 years old. His death left a significant void in the heavy metal community, and his legacy endures through his work with Carnal Forge and the influence he had on the global metal scene. He will be remembered as a talented, driven musician whose contributions to Swedish heavy metal have left an indelible mark. News 5. Tony J. Liddle, 1960-2025, was a highly regarded guitarist and a pivotal figure in the British heavy metal scene, best known for his work with the iconic band Blitzkrieg. Liddle's guitar playing and contributions to the genre helped define the sound of Blitzkrieg, one of the seminal bands in the early days of British thrash metal. Born on July 15, 1960 in England, Liddle developed a passion for music in his youth, drawn to the raw energy and aggression of heavy metal. He picked up the guitar at a young age and quickly became known for his technical skill and fierce playing style. In the early 1980s, Liddle joined Blitzkrieg, a band that would become a cornerstone of the new wave of British heavy metal, NWOBHM movement. Blitzkrieg's self-titled debut album, released in 1985, showcased Liddle's fast, aggressive guitar work, combining elements of thrash and traditional heavy metal. Tracks like Blitzkrieg and Inferno became anthems of the era, with Liddle's rapid riffs and cutting solos driving the band's powerful sound. The band's influence would extend well into the 1980s and beyond, as Blitzkrieg became known for their high-energy performances and pioneering contributions to the thrash genre. Though Blitzkrieg never achieved mainstream commercial success, the band garnered a dedicated following among metal fans. Liddle's guitar playing was considered a key element of Blitzkrieg's distinctive sound, and his work in the 1980s helped set the blueprint for many thrash and heavy metal bands that came after. Tony J. Liddle's time with Blitzkrieg remained his defining musical legacy, though he continued to play in various underground metal projects throughout his life. Despite his success, Liddle was known for his low-key, humble demeanor, staying out of the limelight while remaining a steadfast advocate for the metal community. Liddle passed away on May 6, 2025, from undisclosed reasons. He was 64 years old. His death marked the loss of one of British heavy metal's most influential and respected figures, and his legacy lives on through his groundbreaking guitar work and contributions to Blitzkrieg's storied history. News 6. Chris Hager, 1958-2025, was a talented American guitarist best known for his work with Mickey Ratt and Cutt, two influential bands in the glam metal and hard rock scenes of the 1980s. Hager's distinct guitar style and contributions to both bands helped shape the sound of a generation, earning him a lasting place in rock history. Born on March 10, 1958 in the United States, Hager began playing guitar at an early age, influenced by the burgeoning hard rock and heavy metal movements of the 1970s. His technical skill and fiery playing caught the attention of the Los Angeles music scene, and by the early 1980s, Hager was a member of Mickey Ratt, the precursor to the legendary glam metal band Ratt. Hager's guitar work contributed to the raw energy and catchy riffs that defined Mickey Ratt's sound, particularly in their early demos and local performances. In 1983, Hager left Mickey Ratt and joined Cutt, a hard rock band that became part of the Los Angeles rock scene. His work with Cutt on their self-titled 1985 album earned them recognition in the metal community, with tracks like Take Her and Bad Reputation, showcasing Hager's powerful guitar riffs and melodic solos. Despite limited commercial success, Cutt developed a loyal fan base and is considered an important part of the 1980s heavy metal underground. After his time with Cutt, Hager continued to perform and collaborate with various musicians, but his work with both Mickey Ratt and Cutt remained his most well-known contributions to the rock genre. Chris Hager passed away on May 19, 2025 at the age of 67 from undisclosed reasons. His death marks the loss of a key figure in the 80s rock scene, and his legacy lives on through his influential guitar work with Mickey Ratt and Cutt. 7. Adam Ramey, 1994-2025, was a talented and charismatic vocalist known for his work with the Arizona-based nu metal band Dropout Kings. At just 31 years old, Ramey's death on May 19, 2025, left an indelible mark on the music community, particularly among fans of the hard rock and nu metal genres. Born on June 10, 1994, Adam Ramey developed a deep love for music from an early age. He was drawn to the raw energy and intensity of metal, hip-hop, and punk, which would later shape his dynamic vocal style. In 2016, Ramey became the frontman of Dropout Kings, a band that blended elements of a nu metal, rap, and rock into a unique, heavy sound. His vocal delivery was often characterized by aggressive rap verses and melodic hooks, bridging the gap between the world of metal and hip-hop in a way that resonated with fans of both genres. Dropout Kings quickly gained a loyal following, releasing several successful EPs and singles that highlighted Ramey's commanding presence on stage and his emotional vulnerability in the lyrics. The band's 2020 album, Abandoned, garnered significant attention, with tracks like Punk Tactics and Lifted showcasing Ramey's signature mix of intensity and introspection. His ability to connect with listeners through both his vocal power and the raw emotion of his lyrics made him a standout in the burgeoning nu metal revival scene. Tragically, Adam Ramey's life was cut short when he passed away by suicide on May 19, 2025 at the age of 31. His death is a heartbreaking reminder of the struggles many artists face behind the scenes, despite their public success. Ramey's contributions to Dropout Kings and his impact on the music world will not be forgotten, and his passing leaves a void in the alternative and nu metal music communities. News 8. Daniel Williams, 1986-2025, was an incredibly talented drummer and former member of the metalcore band The Devil Wears Prada. Known for his precision and intensity behind the kit, Williams contributed to the band's signature sound, blending technicality with raw energy and leaving an indelible mark on the metalcore scene. Born on May 3, 1986 in the United States, Williams developed a passion for music at an early age, particularly for drumming. He quickly honed his skills and became known for his ability to push the boundaries of percussion, combining complex rhythms with a relentless driving force. In 2006, Williams joined The Devil Wears Prada, and his arrival marked a turning point for the band. His dynamic drumming played a pivotal role in the development of the band's sound, helping shape their mix of aggressive breakdowns, melodic elements, and technical prowess. Williams' work on albums like With Roots Above and Branches Below, 2009, Zombie, 2010, and Dead Throne, 2011, solidified his reputation as one of the most skilled and innovative drummers in the metalcore genre. His ability to seamlessly switch between blast beats, double bass, and intricate fills made him a standout member of The Devil Wears Prada, and earned him respect from fans and fellow musicians alike. After departing from The Devil Wears Prada in 2015, Williams continued to collaborate with various artists and worked on personal projects. Though he stepped back from the spotlight, his influence on modern metal drumming remained undeniable. On May 22, 2025, Daniel Williams tragically passed away in a Cessna Citation II plane crash in San Diego, California, at the age of 39. His untimely death sent shockwaves through the music world, particularly within the metalcore community. Williams is remembered not only for his exceptional drumming, but also for his contribution to the evolution of the genre, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire musicians for years to come. News 9. Brian Wilson, 1942-2025, was a pioneering American musician, songwriter, and producer, best known as the co-founder of the Beach Boys. Revered as one of the most influential figures in the history of popular music, Wilson's innovative approach to songwriting and production helped shape the sound of the 1960s and beyond, making him an enduring icon of American music. Born on June 20, 1942, in Inglewood, California, Wilson developed a passion for music early in life. His love for harmony and intricate melodies led him to experiment with new sounds and production techniques, making him a natural fit as both the musical leader and primary songwriter for the Beach Boys. Formed in 1961 with his brothers Carl and Dennis, cousin Mike Love, and friend Al Jardine, the band initially rose to fame with their quintessential surf rock anthems, including hits like Surfin' USA and California Girls. However, it was Wilson's genius as a composer and arranger that pushed the Beach Boys beyond the confines of conventional pop music. In 1966, with the release of the groundbreaking album Pet Sounds, Wilson forever changed the landscape of popular music. Pet Sounds introduced lush orchestration, intricate harmonies, and emotionally complex lyrics qualities that would later inspire countless artists, including the Beatles. Wilson's subsequent work on Smile, although unfinished at the time, became legendary for its ambition and complexity. Despite facing significant personal struggles, including mental health challenges and battles with substance abuse, Wilson's contributions to music never faltered. His ability to blend innovation with heartfelt emotion led to timeless classics like God Only Knows, Wouldn't It Be Nice, and Good Vibrations. Wilson's influence remained strong throughout his life, with his music continuing to inspire new generations of artists and listeners. On June 11, 2025, at the age of 82, Brian Wilson passed away, leaving behind a legacy that reshaped popular music. He will forever be remembered not only as the co-founder of the Beach Boys, but as a musical visionary whose genius transcended eras and genres. News 10. Tom Youngs, 1979-2025, was a former English footballer, widely remembered for his time with Cambridge United, Northampton Town, and Bury. Known for his determination, leadership, and reliability on the pitch, Youngs made a significant impact in the lower leagues of English football, earning respect from fans, teammates, and managers alike. Born on July 1, 1979 in England, Young's passion for football was evident from a young age. His career began at Cambridge United, where he honed his skills and made his professional debut as a midfielder in the late 1990s. Over the years, Youngs established himself as a key player for the club, with his work rate and ability to control the tempo of the game, making him a standout in the midfield. His time at Cambridge United helped him gain recognition across the league, and it wasn't long before he moved on to play for Northampton Town. At Northampton Town, Youngs enjoyed a successful spell, contributing to the team's stability in midfield and playing an integral role during several key matches. His leadership and commitment to the team earned him the admiration of fans and established him as a respected figure in the club's history. Later, Youngs went on to play for Bury, where he continued to demonstrate his consistency and dedication, adding depth to the squad. However, Youngs' career was cut short by his diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, MS, a condition that he fought bravely against for several years. Despite the physical challenges of MS, Youngs remained an active figure in the football community, often speaking openly about his struggles in the hopes of raising awareness and helping others. Tom Youngs passed away on May 4, 2025, at the age of 45, due to complications from multiple sclerosis. His untimely death left a deep sadness in the football world. He is remembered as a passionate, hard-working player who made a lasting impact on every club he played for. And that's a wrap on this chapter of Who Immortal Today, a tribute to the icons we lost in May 2025. Their legacies live on through the screens we watch, the songs we sing, and the moments we'll never forget. If you were moved, surprised, or inspired by their journeys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the memories. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and remember, legends may leave us, but their stories never die.